Καλησπέρα από Ελλάδα, welcome from Greece. Σήμερα είμαστε στο μάθημα νούμερο 17. In the previous class, we said that you had to do exercise on unit 16. So now, let's try to check your answers and I will also translate the sentences. Πάμε στο νούμερο 1. Number 1. Ο Κώστας θα μαγειρέψει αύριο στο σπίτι του. Κώστας will cook tomorrow at his home. Λοιπόν, νούμερο 2. Η Μαρία θα αγοράσει φρούτα από την αγορά. Maria will buy fruits from the market. Εγώ θα κλείσω το παράθυρο πριν φύγω. I will close the window before I go. Νούμερο 4. Εσύ θα γράψεις το γράμμα στον φίλο σου. Εσύ θα γράψεις το γράμμα στον φίλο σου. Νούμερο 5. Ο Νίκος θα παίξει μπάσκετ στο γήπεδο. Nick will play basket at the court, at the stadium. Νούμερο 6. Η Ελένη θα προσέξει το μικρό παιδί στον κήπο. Ελένη will take care of the small child at the garden. Εμείς θα διαβάσουμε τα μαθήματά μας το απόγευμα. We will read our lessons in the evening. Πάμε στο επόμενο. Ο δάσκαλος θα ανοίξει το βιβλίο στη σελίδα 10. The teacher will open the book on page 10. Εσύ θα λείψεις από το μάθημα την επόμενη Τρίτη. My mistake here, we need one από. So you will be away from next Tuesday's class. Ο παππούς, okay, my bad here, this is an irregular verb, forget it, we'll see this later. So, πάμε στο επόμενο. Εμείς θα κλείσουμε την τηλεόραση το βράδυ. We will close the TV at night. Λοιπόν, μετά η Άννα θα αγοράσει νέα ρούχα για το πάρτι. Anna will buy new clothes for the party. Αυτοί θα μαγειρέψουν το δείπνο για τους καλεσμένους. They will cook the dinner for the guests. Μετά η Ελένη θα παίξει κιθάρα στη συναυλία. Ελένη will play guitar at the concert. Εσύ θα γράψεις το όνομά σου στην αίτηση. You will write your name at the application. Or you will write your name at the form. Ο Κώστας θα αγοράσει ένα βιβλίο για το ταξίδι του. Κώστας will buy a book for his trip. Τα παιδιά θα παίξουν κρυφτό στον κήπο. The kids will play hide and seek at the yard. Και το τελευταίο, the last one, η Μαρία θα προσέξει τον μικρό της αδερφό. Maria will take care of her small brother. Ωραία, αυτός ήταν ο απλός μέλλοντας. Πάμε τώρα να δούμε τον απλό μέλλοντα για τα ρήματα που ανήκουν στις κατηγορίες Β1 και Β2. So today we'll see the simple future of the verbs that they belong to the B1 and B2 verbs. Λοιπόν, things here are a bit more complicated. As we said, there are the B1 verbs that they have the word ending ao, like agapao. Okay, you can also see the word agapo written with a stress. Now you are going to ask me how can I understand when it's B1 and when it's B2. This will come from experience as you start watching more and more verbs, okay, and then you will be able to say in which category it belongs. So you have to remember that most of times that you will see a verb that has the word ending omega with tonos, probably it will belong to the type B1 verb. So in the simple future we have to remember that it will change its word ending to iso. So we drop o, we drop ao, and the verb will be iso. So the verb agapao in the simple future it will be θα αγαπήσω. Again, if you remember that the verbs are type B1 and you change the word ending from ao to iso, you add the θα, then you have the simple future. And then again the word endings are like the present tense. So, αγαπάω means I love. So, θα αγαπήσω, you will love. Θα αγαπήσεις, you will love. Θα αγαπήσει, he, she, it will love. And in plural, θα αγαπήσουμε, we will love. Θα αγαπήσετε, you will love. And θα αγαπήσουν, they will love. Λοιπόν, so remember that the 80% most of times of the verb that you will see, they will change their word endings to iso. The verbs like μπορώ or παρακαλώ, that they are type B2 verbs, they will change their word endings to future not to iso but to eso. So the verb μπορώ, it will be θα μπορέσω. And then again, if we want to conjugate it, it's easy because you just remember the word endings of the present tense of A1 verbs. So μπορώ, it will be θα μπορέσω, I will be able, θα μπορέσεις, you will be able, θα μπορέσει, he, she, it will be able, and in plural. Θα μπορέσουμε, we will be able, θα μπορέσετε, you will be able, and θα μπορέσουν, they will be able. There are also some verbs which you have to remember that they are irregular and they are not gonna change their word endings to iso or to eso, but to aso. These verbs are the verb πεινάω, which means I'm hungry, and in the simple future it will be θα πεινάσω. The verb διψάω, which means I'm thirsty, and it will be θα διψάσω. And then here I add two irregular verbs which are very important, and they also change a bit the consonants before the word ending. So περνάω means I pass, in the simple future it will be θα περάσω. And the verb ξεχνάω, which means I forget, which in the simple future it will be θα ξεχάσω. And again, if you remember how to form the simple future, then to conjugate the simple future, it's easy because you have to remember the word endings of the present tense of the type A1 verbs. So, θα πεινάσω, I will be hungry, θα πεινάσεις, you will be hungry, and θα πεινάσει, he, she, it will be hungry. And plural, θα πεινάσουμε, we will be hungry, θα πεινάσετε, you will be hungry, and θα πεινάσουν, they will be hungry. Now let's enrich our vocabulary and let's see some new verbs and their simple future also. Λοιπόν, αγαπάω, to love, θα αγαπήσω. Μιλάω, to speak, θα μιλήσω. Γελάω, to laugh, θα γελάσω. This is one verb, okay. I forgot to add on the previous category, so you have to add the verb γελάω to the verbs I told you before, like the πεινάω, διψάω, περνάω and ξεχνάω, that they will change their simple future not to iso but to aso. So γελάω, I laugh, it will be θα γελάσω. Μετά βοηθάω, to help, θα βοηθήσω. Περπατάω, to walk, θα περπατήσω. Τραγουδάω, to sing, θα τραγουδήσω. Οδηγώ, you see, it's οδηγάω, so it will be θα οδηγήσω. To drive. Μπορώ, B2, to be able to, θα μπορέσω. Πονώ, to hurt, θα πονέσω. And also here it's a bit weird because sometimes you will see this verb πονάω, to hurt, but it will be θα πονέσω. Λοιπόν, one of my favorite verbs, χρησιμοποιώ, to use, θα χρησιμοποιήσω, is a very difficult verb to remember. Συγχωρώ, to forgive, θα συγχωρήσω. Δημιουργώ, to create, θα δημιουργήσω. Τηλεφωνώ, to call, θα τηλεφωνήσω. Καλώ, to invite, θα καλέσω, type B2. And ζω, to live, θα ζήσω. Αυτά για σήμερα. For next time, try to do this exercise after you practice the simple future of the verbs B1 and B2. Okay, put the verbs in the correct form and also try to do this exercise. So for next time we'll have two exercises to check. And really trust me, it's very important to remember the simple future because next unit will be the simple past and you will see that everything is based on the simple future if you want to use the verbs in the past. Next time we will check both of your homework you had at the beginning of the video. So for any question you can drop a comment below. I hope these videos are really helping you και καλή δύναμη σε όλους. Να είστε καλά. Γεια σας.